So we've beaten this game with 10 overall, both with the use of weapons and mostly without. That brings the question for today. Does overall even matter in this game? The way we're going to figure that out is to beat the game with 100 overall and compare the times with our last challenges. In all honesty, I don't think it does. Maybe this run will change that. Now let's talk about the rules. Our attributes must be maxed out the entire time. We must play on SmackDown difficulty. We cannot use a table trick to make our opponents DQ themselves, and we must win at WrestleMania 19 and become or remain WWE Champion. Now before we begin, I'm Dragon DDT, and I'm ready to feel overpowered in this game for once. Let's do this. It's time once again for us to choose the guy who's carried us all the way to this point, Ultimo Dragon. So right away, we pick up from where we left off as WWE Champion, just with our stats maxed. Our first match of the season starts against Taker, and it seems we can never face this guy without there being a cage involved. The biggest thing to talk about in this match is how amazing max durability really is. Of course, strength and speed are important, but look at how much we get hit and how little damage we take. After all that, we only have a yellow body. This is the first tag match where we won't need to rely on our partner or getting slammed into a table. The fight with Taker isn't that impressive, but just look at how quickly we hurt Mysterio. This feels like such a big improvement. That comes now. We fight Rey in a singles match this time and finally take in the feeling of fighting without any pressure. It doesn't take long for us to wear him down, and that feels incredible. The poor guy couldn't even hurt us before we get to put him away with our DDT. Poor guy. Just poor guy. Val Venus is lucky enough to be our opponent this week, and I'd like to take the chance to show you how max strength kicks look. Just keep an eye out for his legs and body health. Also, check out how quickly we get our finishers. That's fantastic. We get the finishers so fast, we might need to do this. And I hope you all enjoyed that money shot. Backlash is here, and we have our toughest challenge yet. Even though this run isn't supposed to be tough, we have to defend our title against Rey and Taker, but you know what? How hard could it really be for someone with 100 overall, right? Son of a bitch! Time to take our frustrations out on Sean O'Haire. That feels so much better. Now let's get back to reclaiming our title, shall we? We have to beat Rey Mysterio in 3 minutes to get a title shot against Taker, and that sounds easy enough. Only took 2 minutes and a 619. We're coming for you, dead man. Looks like we have another handicap match, but this time it's much easier. Just hate it for the world's greatest tag team though. They're no match for 100 overall. Judgment Day is upon us, and we have to beat Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, and Undertaker to reclaim the title. Hope you didn't think we had to face them all at the same time. Either way, the WWE title has come back home. We team up with Edge to wrestle Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle. Rey will be our training dummy for this match. Gonna practice a few kicks, stomps, and oh yeah. So Rico ambushes us backstage, and before we're able to kick his ass, he decides to take a ride with the referee. Somehow, he ends up on the truck. The poor guy falls off when we try to wake him up with our feet. We end up going outside to catch a breath of fresh air and then try out a new move. Doesn't look that great, but it's effective. Insurrection rolls around, and our opponent this time will be Rico. You wouldn't know that we are WWE Champion based on the opponents we have to wrestle. Anyways, the match goes for 1 minute and 43 seconds, and nothing special happens except this. Best move in pro wrestling history. We team up again with Edge to go against Rey Mysterio and Rico. Honestly, if we wrestled them at the same time, I doubt we would have lost our title that one time. Looking at you, Taker. We take our time punishing these two clowns and even let Edge get a taste of the action. So much so that he hits his less superior DDT, you know, because ours is the best, and gets the win. Kurt Angle is our opponent for this episode of SmackDown. Hope you didn't forget about the turnbuckle strap because it still works. Same thing with the Northern Light suplex. We say goodbye to Kurt and hello to a tornado tag match. More clearly, hello to Rey. We waste no time showing him to the turnbuckle. Give him a few kicks, then dump him out of the ring. Kinda feel bad for him at this point, but not bad enough not to do this. Welcome to Bad Blood. This should be hopefully the last time we deal with The Rock and Mysterio. We face them in a triple threat for our WWE title and start with a finisher because we're a nice guy. We spend this match mostly watching them beat the hell out of each other while we wait for the moment to strike. We make our move with Mysterio down. Rock attempts to stop us, but no one can stop a 100 overall dragon. We pin Rey and leave him in the rear view as we move on. Next, we stand across the ring from Brock and Angle. We attack Kurt with a frenzy of Ultimo kicks. Eventually, we drop him with the, well, you guessed it, and get the win with his partner looking on from the floor. This match is against Brock, and he's as useless in this match as he was in the last one. Not trying to be mean, but this is the only offense he gets on us. Maybe I was wrong at the start of this video. I'm kinda starting to think that overall actually matters now, but it's too soon to say. Look who's back. The story of this match is Ultimo kicks versus The Rock's punches. And finally, an Asai DDT looks like we have a clear winner. We make it to Vengeance, but lose 5 minutes on the way because a match where we fought Sable and Lita. I'm cutting that from the run and it won't be factored in into the stats at the end. It never has and it never will be. What you're seeing here is in every match with Kurt. No one in this game reverses as much as him and it's frustrating. Let's just grab our title and get the hell out of here. Remember in the first challenge when I mentioned that certain reversals hurt? No? Let me show you what I meant. Only 3 reversals and Rey is hurt badly. Let's just end it here for his sake. Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh my god, they have to stop feeding this guy to us. We beat him so badly each time, I fear that we're going to end his career. Oh well, might as well do this before that eventually happens. Now can we move on? Our usual partner seems to have forgotten what side of the ring he's supposed to be on, so let's remind him. We do that with a series of Ultimo kicks until he gets knocked out of the ring. Once he returns though, we give him a few more kicks and the greatest DDT of all time. Hope that helps him remember whose side he's on. It's time for the biggest show of the summer. Here we battle Edge in a Hell in a Cell. Guess he really chose to stand against us. Oh well, I hope he likes our kicks. Eventually we end up on top of the cell and hit him with his own, less superior DDT for the win. That's definitely the quickest win in the Hell in a Cell that we've ever had. Oh hell yeah. We get ourselves a new partner since we beat the last one. Taker had to join after he realized he couldn't beat us. We lose 7 minutes and 33 seconds to that match, and I struggled to wonder what the hell I was thinking. Our old buddy, Edge, has come back to show us he hasn't learned his lesson. Guess it's time to put these educated feet to good use. And to add the finishing touch with the best DDT in the business, we pick up the win in under 90 seconds. We really needed that after the length of the last match. Rico brings a train to take on the Dragon and the Dead Man. They don't stand even the slightest chance, and you'll get to see the entire match just to prove it. The poor guy is just too frail to handle the max strength dragon. He didn't even have a chance to tag his partner in. Poor guy. Just poor guy. So Rico returns with Sean O'Hare. It's sad to say, but he was better off with a train. Oh yeah, Lita's our manager now because, this is the faction storyline and we had to choose her. This match should have ended here, but we try to hit Rico but catch the referee too. If we wouldn't get DQ'd, we would put the boots to the ref for that shit. After about a minute, Taker hits the last ride and we stop Rico from potentially interfering. If we keep the times this low, this run might prove faster than the rest. Our monthly pay-per-view is here, entitled Unforgiven. Curiously, we're fighting Val Venus. Don't quite know the reasoning for this one, but let's just get to work, I guess. First off, when the hell did Val ever do the Three Amigos? This man over here trying to steal Latino Heat's moves. Don't think we can let that go unpunished. Now to put the final nail in the coffin. Better not steal any more moves, Val. Oh look, it's John. We haven't seen you in a while. He's gonna be our new training dummy for this new idea we have. Check it out. This series of strikes into the grapple will be our go-to sequence for the rest of this run. First time we see Cena in a while and he helps us tremendously. Thanks, bro. Rhino's the newest member to our faction and he's here to watch us beat down Edge and Val. We try out our new combo to minimal success, but it's enough to prepare Edge to take the Dragon Salt, get pinned, and even give us the win. We really don't use that move enough and I don't know why. I think we've said that for every challenge now. We need to use that move more. Lita joins us to take on Val Venus and Sable and we get the big Valboski with our combo, trip him up after some shenanigans and finish him off like we have so many others. All we have to do is keep up this pace until WrestleMania. We got this. This week we have Val in a singles match and in less than a minute we demonstrate why we shouldn't be taking on wrestlers of his caliber. No offense to Venus, but we're WWE Champion. Where's Brock or Big Show? Welcome to No Mercy. This pay-per-view, we have to fight Edge in a last man standing match. Let's just get this over with. After 12 minutes and 13 seconds, 4 Acai DDTs and 2 Impaler DDTs, we beat Edge. I knew that was going to kill our time. Let's just pick up the pieces. We still might be able to do this. With Undertaker on our side, we wrestle against Edge and Brock. We can't finish our combo against Edge, but deal enough damage to weaken him and build our finish. Brock looks like he breaks up the pin, but we no-sell the hell out of that stomp. The win is ours, buddy. Kindly fuck off. Here at Rebellion, Edge gives us a shot at his United States Championship. Besides an awful thing for him to do, we have no choice but to accept. Most of this match takes place on the outside. When we return inside the ring, our finish is reversed. But we beat him so badly, he tries to escape. We stop and catch him in a pin and get the win to add the United States Championship to our other shoulder. Our first match as the WWE and United States Champion is against Sean O'Haire. What? He doesn't put up much of a fight because admittedly we're overpowered. Instead of winning the usual way, we decide to do what I assume is a rolling German suplex ending with an awesome bridge. Okay, wait. Hear me out. Undertaker is a part of our group, and we really don't need the US Championship? Let's thank him by dropping the title over to him. We team with Kane to take on Edge and Brock. Something about Kane getting ambushed by Brock after a match or something, it doesn't really matter. After a few Ultimo kicks that manage to strike both the ref and our partner, we back up and put Edge away with our DDT, while Brock looks on from the outside, as usual. Edge actually beats us down, taking us off guard for a bit, until he tags in O'Haire. Things don't go well for him, and he ends up taking a Dragon Salt. Taker ruins the pin by taking out the ref, proving to us why we shouldn't be using that move in a tag match. Eventually, O'Haire takes the Acai DDT, and we clear the opponents off the apron, the right way, before covering him for the 3. Survivor Series comes around and brings with it the Elimination Chamber. What that means is that we have to endure another potentially lengthy match. We need to win this match as quickly as possible. We start the match against Matt Hardy and do the best we can to take him out before the next guy enters. We succeed in eliminating Hardy and meet O'Haire right at his pod. We almost eliminate O'Hare, but Val interrupts and pays for it by taking the Ultimo kicks. We finally put away Sean O'Hare with a Dragon Salt, then fight Val until Edge enters. We plant Val with our DDT and Edge stops us from making the pin. That's twice that someone stopped us from getting the damn pin. What the hell? Brock enters the match and we try again to eliminate Val. This time, it works. Next out is Edge after taking our superior DDT. Eventually, Brock goes down but puts up more of a fight than the rest of them. We win the chamber in 7 minutes and 15 seconds. It's not the worst time, but it's far from good in this circumstance. Eddie Guerrero joins us against the unlikely team of Matt Hardy and The Rock. It takes a good amount of time to weaken The Rock, but he manages to extend the match by tagging in Matt. We soften the former Hardy Boy up, then tag in Eddie. After a frog splash, Latino Heat gets the win. That match was far longer than it should have been, and I blame The Rock. This time we face Charlie Haas and make quick work of him with our kicks and a few turnbuckle throws. The most interesting part of this match is that we get the pin with a Dragon Salt from the top rope, a move we haven't hit this entire time. Matt Hardy is our opponent, and I think he's learned how to be more annoying from Kurt because his reversals are insane. Eventually we hit our DDT and get the win. Let's just get the hell out of here. Running far away from our last match leads us to Charlie Haas. Not much of an improvement, to be fair. A large part of this match takes place on the outside, but we just kick him until he's hurt enough for us to pin him with the Northern Light Suplex. That move is incredible in this game. It might be Dragon's best pinning move. Armageddon will host a 3 Stages of Hell match with The Rock. The cheeks are firmly clenched because this guy is unpredictable. Let's go. Despite his punch frenzy, we drop him and win the first stage of Hell. The second stage is a cage match. After our signature Ultimo kicks, we knock The Rock out long enough to escape the cage. This time that corner glitch isn't even necessary. A train has come back for a fight and we happily oblige him. It always surprises me how frail this big guy is in this game. It's just too bad for him, but great for us because, well, it means it doesn't take long to kick his ass. I think this match took like 49 seconds. Poor Train. Poor guy. This is the battle royal that determines the #1 contender. If you've watched the previous videos, you'll already know I dislike this match, for many reasons. It's pointless in storyline and takes too damn long. So to save time, let's just cut to the eliminations. We pick up the win in about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Moving on. Next we wrestle Brock with Kane as our manager and Big Show as his. At least we're wrestling someone worthy enough to face our overpowered ass. We attempt to use our kicks to weaken the beast, but the damn Big Show tries to grab us. We turn the tables by bringing him over to our side to take the advantage. Eventually, the managers threaten to get involved, but in the mess we manage to get our finisher off and also pin Lesnar. We face Brock again, but this time there are no distractions. Since we have the entire area to ourselves, we unleash a flurry of kicks inside and out of the ring. After some time we return to the ring and the Dragon strikes with his amazing DDT. Better luck next time, big guy. It's Rumble time and we're defending the WWE title against Brock Lesnar in a cage match. This match is the perfect one to showcase our reversals. The Dragon is as elusive as he is strong. Too bad for Brock, he had to learn through the bitterness of defeat. We run face first into Matt Hardy to start the match off. Seems like Ultimo was far faster than either of us thought. Now to demonstrate the effectiveness of our combo. And finally our Dragon DDT. This is all you need to win. Cena is next for us and we make quick work of him. We give him a beautiful sunset flip powerbomb. We hit an impressive arm drag and drag him to the middle of the ring and give him a treat. One Dragon Salt later and we get the victory. We're getting closer and closer to Mania. The Beast and the Big Valboski challenge us and we get help from The Rock. We really don't need his help, but we won't stop him. We immediately kick Brock outside the ring and give him a few dives, followed by the world-renowned Acai Moonsault. Back in the ring, we back the big guy into a corner until he fights out and tags in Val. We introduce him to the corner, work him over for a bit, then, well, you should know by now. Just hit the bell. Val Venis tries us one more time, but all by himself. You know what? He actually gives us the toughest challenge we've had so far. What, you thought I was serious? No, hell no, I don't think so. Our next stop is No Way Out, and we have a double-header match. First up is Val Venis. When will this guy ever learn? We're up against Brock with Vince as the referee. We spend some time on the outside kicking the hell out of the beast. Once he's back in the ring, we beat him down until he reverses 2 of our finishes. Fuck this guy. In an almost 3-minute match, and after the slowest count ever, we pin Lesnar with La Magistral. After retaining our title at the pay-per-view, we start on the road to WrestleMania, but that path is being blocked by our giant friend. If we can beat Brock, we can no doubt beat the show. We give the biggest big guy the Ultimo Kick treatment and let him experience the greatest finisher in the business firsthand. I think that shows that Lesnar is more of a challenge than Big Show. Poor guy. Just poor guy. Well, we got Brock this week, so we can test our last statement. We work Brock over with the turnbuckle strap. He goes on to reverse our finisher, and we take the fight outside. This is the moment that makes our comparison fail. We never took the Big Show out of the ring. I guess we won't know who the tougher of the two is, but we will find out who the winner of this match is though, and there you go. This time we team up with The Rock to take on Kane and Brock. The Big Red Machine gets kicked around until we feel good enough to hit him with our DDT. We might not be able to say who's tougher between Brock and Big Show, but at least we know Kane doesn't even come close. This is our WrestleMania warm-up match, and we go against Taker. After a nasty looking shoulder tackle, we give him some Ultimo kicks. We then get caught, but our reversal leads to us hitting the Dragon Death Drop. We go back to kicking the hell out of the dead man, and when he's weak enough, we turn a reversal into a finisher. It's a bittersweet beating for a former group mate, but we kinda had to do it. We're only moments away from learning how this run stacks up against the others. Just found out that all these 3 stages of Hell matches are all the same, and I never really knew that until now. Anyways, we chase The Rock outside to start the hardcore match off. It doesn't take long for us to take a page from Steve Austin and stomp a mud hole in the People's Champ. However, unlike Steve Austin, we're gonna beat The Rock at WrestleMania 19. Oh hell yeah! We perform the ultimate act of disrespect on the grandest stage of them all. The Rock is destroyed by the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment, the Ultimo Elbow. The Rock somehow gets back to his feet to start the second stage of Hell. It's a sad match because The Rock was already beaten. The Dragon just gives him a merciful Acai DDT and ends his suffering by leaving the cage and officially ending this run. Now let's check out those stats. Out of 63 matches, we won 62 and lost 1. The shortest match time was 30 seconds, and that was against Rico and A-Train. The longest match time was an awful 12 minutes and 13 seconds in the Last Man Standing match against Edge. The average time for each match was 2 minutes and 48 seconds, which means the total time from bell to bell of each match was 2 hours, 56 minutes and 24 seconds, shaving off an hour, 40 minutes and 3 seconds from our corrected time of 4 hours, 36 minutes and 27 seconds. So does overall actually matter? If we assume that everyone's skill level was the same or better than my own, the answer is clearly no. The table trick run was faster in every conceivable way. However, if we answer more realistically, the answer is oh hell yeah. 100 overall is so overpowered. You can tank hits and deal damage like crazy. The speed's nice too, But the best part is how quickly you can get a finisher. It's just insane. Now to wrap this up, I'd like to know if you actually think overall matters in this game. And maybe even tell me if you think that this run could even be done at all faster than the table trick run. I kinda went back and forth in my mind about it, but I really don't think it can be. And with that being said, I'm Dragon DDT, and I doubt that I'll be coming back to this game for a while, but I really hope you join me for whatever comes next.